Hi there, my name's Nick Dutch, and typically on this YouTube channel I tend to do tarot readings for people, but today I've got a very special type of video to do because I've had an inquiry from someone who feels they're actually getting precognitive visions, and she wants to find out more about the subject. So what I thought I'd do is just take a few moments just to tell you a bit about my views on precognition and basically what it can mean, alright? As a human being, I have an imagination. I know that. I have a visual ability inside my mind, inside my brain. Many years ago, it got triggered in a rather peculiar way, and I would get dreams of things which had not yet come to pass. I would see in my dream maybe something of a dark brown colour there, looking a bit like wood, and I would see maybe something of a greyish colour there, and something that looked black and dusty. And I would see it in this kind of like blurred or not very distinct manner, and maybe I would hear laughter in the background. And then maybe 5 days later, I would be taking a petition around the school, because this happened when I was still in school, and I would be filling out my part of the petition on the teacher's desk beside the blackboard, and the blackboard rubber, the chalkboard rubber was just there, and basically everything was just in place as it was in my vision. And I thought to myself, wow, there's something interesting happening here. Precognitive visions can happen in many different ways and under many different circumstances. But as human beings, we've really got to learn to distinguish as to whether something is a precognitive vision or whether something is not a precognitive vision. And unfortunately, I cannot turn around to you and tell you that what you've had or what you haven't had is or is not a proper vision. It's just impossible for me to do that because there's so many other factors involved, such as your state of mind, your state of health, whether you've got a fever, whether there's some kind of digestive problem which is also affecting the brain. As a human being, I know I'm a very complex organism, and the things which can appear in my mind, even if it's just a mood such as anger or resentment or bitterness, these things can happen not just because of something's happening in my mind or apparently from spirit, but also possibly just because of the body doing what the body does. I have to be aware of this, and I have to become more sensitive to the various different textures or emotions or thoughts or feelings that I'm getting. And I've got to go through the process of trying to analyze them. As a result of this, my recommendation to you would be to not jump to the conclusion that you are having genuine prophetic visions, but to go through the process of learning more about the way that your own mind and your own body works. Have yourself a diary beside your bed, and in the morning, once you've had your dream, write down anything you can about it, the emotions, the thoughts, the feelings, the colours, the textures, anything and everything, and try and get a bit more of an understanding, an introspective, intuitive understanding as to what these particular sensations feel like. Once you've done that for a while, you'll then start to be able to discern what different varieties of dream or different varieties of vision seem to essentially mean. Also, I strongly recommend you look into the works of Jung and Freud, the psychologists, especially their work on dreams, so that you can get a feeling for whether what you're experiencing is some kind of symbolical representation of something which is happening in your mind or outside of your own mind, or whether this is some variety of message from another source. Even when you've reached the point of thinking that you know the difference between a real vision and a false vision, so to speak, there's still a possibility that you might be wrong. Always have the skeptical mindset, and always learn how to challenge the things which appear to your mind's eye. In truth, we humans, no matter what the mythologies of the New Age movement say, have no real knowledge as to precisely where these things come from. There are people who've got beliefs, yes, but these are beliefs. And we have to learn to distinguish between beliefs and knowledge, and also beliefs and intuitive understandings, and also not to get ourselves paranoid and afraid in the process. I do hope that's been helpful to you, and I hope it gives you an understanding of the intellectual and creative processes that someone like myself, as a professional reader, has to go through in order to make sure he's being as honest as he can. Bid you good fortune, God and or Goddess, and on none of the above bless. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, favourite and share, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon sometime. Bye for now.